All right, all right, all right. We on live, man. It's a good day, folks. It's a good day. What it do, what it do. It's your boy Aristotle. Full throttle, all right, with the RAR. You understand me? It's lit, it's lit. So today we're going to be talking about small accounts. We're going to be talking about everything. And it's going to be a loaded live today. Last night we had 2,700 peak viewers. 2,700. Let me make sure I'm focused in the camera. So we had 2,700 peak viewers. We're going to be talking about some shit about how to get some money, folks. And we're going to look at the calculator. We're going to look at some dividends. We're going to talk about all types of shit because honestly, man, that's what I've been focused on, is just going live. You know what I'm saying? So I said I'm going to go live a little bit more. Shout out to everybody from YouTube who be tapping in with me and everything. I see y'all really love it. Somebody said that last live yesterday was amazing. We dropped plenty of gems. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We already had 200 viewers. All right. And these lives are recorded. You just got to go to my YouTube. These lives are automatically recorded. Shout out to everybody who's viewing. Shout out to IG too. We got 69 viewers on IG. We got 254 viewers. Don't hear we live on 4 platforms. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. So, you know, and then somebody asked me, what do we consider a small account? A small account is basically, I would say 10,000 or less. Honestly, under 20,000 would be a small account, but we're going to focus on people who got under 10,000 for now, just to keep it, you know what I'm saying, structured. So the goal here for everybody is to first get your freedom back. Do you need to be a millionaire to buy your freedom back? No. Buying your freedom back means either replacing your job income or essentially making double. And that's one thing I would say for people is to, for one, you know, how can we make double what any job would pay me? So what I had to learn about trading in life is you have to break it down into small pieces. So we're going to show you guys what I mean by that and everything, right? So somebody said, that's small, I'm out the loop. All right, so we're going to go to Google real quick. We got our calculator. And what do I mean by breaking it all the way down into small pieces? For one, we have 52 weeks in a year, correct? And then we have 250 trading days per year, right? 250. Okay. So if you average 100, what is that? 25,000. If you average 400, that's a 6-figure income, correct? So most people do not make 6 figures in a, you know, but watch this. Watch how many people make 6 figures. You see this? So you see this person, if they average this per day, they made $300. If this person averaged $500 per day, they have a 6-figure income. See what I'm saying? So if this person averaged 1,300, $1,000, that's 250K. $200, that's 50K, right? 700, well, that's about $100. You get what I'm saying? So the goal is to let these small wins add up. But you guys have to also understand that you have to diversify in what you're doing. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. A lot of you sleep on long-term investing. Everybody wants to be a trader. And I think that's that's the most misleading thing in our culture right now. Because as you guys know, I do leaps and I do long-term investing. And one of the most misleading things that I've seen, point blank period, is the fact that everybody wants to do trading first and skip setting themselves up for generational wealth. Okay. So that's why I talked about the 52 weeks in a year, correct? Because if it's 52 weeks in a year and we save up what, let's say you put up, all right, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. This is what y'all gonna do. We're gonna go to investment calculator so you guys can really see it. And you're gonna click on this right here, investment calculator, correct? So now let's talk about it so you guys can see the perspective I'm trying to give you guys. Okay. So everybody here, if you follow what I'm talking about, you should be able to get at minimum of 15% return. Don't listen to the freaking people online who try to scare you. Oh, that's not possible. That's not possible. There's such liars. Let's say everybody here starts off with 5,000. You know, just hoping everybody has a 5 on them. You know, 10 years. You're contributing, let's say you're contributing $400. So let's talk about, you're going to see the difference. So you're going to contribute $400 at the end of the month because most of you got to pay all your bills on the first. So I'm gonna give y'all a break. Everybody contributes, $100 a week, right? Every month. Okay. Boom. In 10 years, you will have contributed 48K, but you've made 71K. So the whole point of investing isn't to necessarily get rich, but to make sure our money is not getting eaten by inflation and is continuously moving upward, whether fast or slow. Slow motion is better than no motion. Okay. So everybody should be taking a route like this, regardless if you're day trading or not, setting yourself up long term. Now, I'm going to show you guys the sweet spot to be a millionaire. And this is what I personally did. Okay. So everybody here needs to be setting themselves up to be millionaires, right? So first of all, let's talk about what $1,000 would do with a 15% return. In 10 years, you will have $280,000. You would contribute this. And then the whole goal is to keep your money moving and averaging a 15% return over these 10 years. And that is most definitely possible, especially long term. Okay. Okay. So yes, Netflix is a stock that I think people should invest in for small accounts right now. Yes, there are a few good stocks. Correct. So let's talk about, something. We're going to get into all of that, but I'm just telling people first the process that everybody needs to go through is, figuring out. And this is my personal system. Don't listen to no other guru saying they created all of this and they're to copy me. They go to an investment calculator, and if you don't believe me, I'm gonna just show y'all a few things. If you don't believe me, all right, let me go here. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. Instagram. I'm gonna just show y'all some things real quick. I'm gonna show you how long I've been using this investment calculator and talking about the 20% down rule, right? Which is my personal rule. So look, you wanna know how long I've been plotting? Look at this. 2018. I've been using this calculator that I'm telling y'all, and this was my personal plan. I started with 9K, as you guys can see, 9,000. And I was making about, some money per month. I got my account up 20% in 1 month. And I said, cool, I'm going to get a 30% return each year. And I'm going to invest $400 per month at the end of each month. In 15 years, I will have 1.3. So you got to think, at that time, I'm 21 years old. So I'm projecting to be a millionaire by the time I'm 36. So the game is, if you're young, it's even better for you because you can stretch this shit out a little longer. If you're a little older, you want it a little quicker, correct? But you also can afford to put in more money. So this was my plan years ago. I'm not telling you some shit I just came up with. As you guys can see, this is September 1st, 2018. when I came up with this plan, I've been using this calculator for years, correct? Now, as far as this 20% rule, and don't let nobody tell you this, because I see a guru who copying me, talking about he came up with this. He didn't even know how to use this until I came up with it. So this is 2025. Listen, remember, a bear market is what? Bear market stock definition is when the prices decrease 20% from most recent highs. Right? By the way, this is my shit. A bear market declined 20%. Right? 20%. Right here, correct? 20%. Correct? So if a bear market definition is when the stock market declines 20% from the most recent high. See that? That means what you do is you take this line right here called the info line, and then you go from the highest point 20% down. So this is a bear market, correct? This is classified as a bear market, even though it bounced. So what we're looking for is to invest our money only during bear markets. That's how we're going to continuously make sure we get these returns. And that is the most important part you guys need to look at when you're watching this. Is you're asking me, Aristotle, how am I going to get this money that you're talking about? Where am I going to put this $400 per month, Aristotle? Where am I going to blah blah blah, right? I'm telling you what to do, especially long term. Like, this is free money I'm giving y'all. Like, this isn't trading. This is long-term investing. You're going to wait on this shit to happen. And I get it. Aristotle, I want to make money right now. The market won't drop right now. Guess what? You got to wait, dog. Think about it. If there's a house for sale, right, down the street, and they're saying we're going to sell it next year. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're going to wait on that house to be sold next year, correct? To get your money. Like, boy, this house is right off the beach. They selling it for $100K. At Fancy gonna have to call you. Right? They selling it for $100K. Right? What am I going to do? We're going to wait. So if you wondering, so this is what real investors do. We buy low and we sell high. That's what I did. I bought all this shit down here. Right? And if you want proof that I made money from all of that, you got to go no further than going to Aristotle Investments. And you'll see right here what I did. And here's your proof. Look. But this is just leaps. I did long term as well. Right? So this is me buying a dip, 800K in 3 months, 600K in a month. This is all I'm going to do every year. This is all I fucking do. This is how I'm going to get rich for the rest of my life. Look, 50K, this and that, right? All this money I'm making. I'm just going to keep doing this, correct? So this is how I'm going to make my money every year, correct? So what you need to do is you need to wait for bear markets. And look, if you don't believe me, right? See that? Another 26% decline, right? And then this is the inflation war when Biden was in office. This right here is the 34%, right? 35%. This right here is that, correct? So this is 20%. This is the last trade war in 2018, right? So all we're doing is waiting on drops. Now we have, and how do we figure out? And I know what y'all asking, Aristotle, how do I know when the market is going to drop? You don't know, but you're going to have a clue. And all you can do is, because I did this a minute ago, I bought leaps on the market drop like a minute ago. Like I made like 190K or something like that on betting on the market to go down. Now, granted, I do post a lot, so it would take me a minute to get to all of this, but I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick for you guys. And Netflix is a great buy, by the way. Netflix is doing its thing. I got to show y'all when I made all that money from the stock drop. But you got to think I made money, 140,000 off Lyft. See what I'm saying? Like I've done my thing with these stocks. And I like to sell a lot, buy back in, sell again, things like that. But I want to show you guys when I made the money from the SPY drop. I also made money on Hood, 215K. This was last year, 215,000 off Robinhood, right? 215,000 on Robinhood, but I made 190K off the last SPY dip, and I gotta show that just real quick. Just bear with me. We'll find it. I just post so much fucking shit. So excuse me for that. Let's see. And remember, these went crazy when I signaled them. I told everybody 415, 2025, all have 2 to 3x long-term potential. Yes, I'm in all, right? And all these went during that time. Hymns, Twilolo, Hood, all these shits went when I called this April 15th. So look where I called these. Look, this is if you guys can see down here, this is April at the bottom. Notice where I'm buying all of this shit. Notice that I'm buying mostly all my shit when I go heavy is when the market is at lows. Correct? That's when I go heavy. I don't go heavy until the market is at lows. And remember, look, this was at 500K, correct? And then by the end of the year, if you go all the way up, that shit hit 1 million. So here it go right here. When I first was making money on the SPY puts. So the SPY put should be coming soon. I think it's right here. This is when I made 136,000 off the SPY puts, correct? And I called it in the chat, right? In my chat. So why did I call SPY puts? How do I know that the market is going to drop? Here it go right here. When I made 193K on SPY. How do I know that the market is going to drop? Why did I know to? So look, I make money on the up and the down. Want me to explain how? I'll show you. Well, for one, patterns. If you look at these two chart patterns, this is called a rising wedge. And I think I explained it here. When I got in SPY put, I said starter in the long term, add area, and then we added. And I told them I'm adding to SPY puts. Look, I added. I let them know I'm adding. So one thing about me, I'm gonna tell you everything I get in. So the reason I got in this was this rising wedge here, and I'll show you what a rising wedge is real quick. This is a rising wedge. It breaks this and it's out of there. See that? It's a reversal pattern. They got like some of the worst examples on here. This is a good example. That's kind of blurry though. Oh, no, never mind. It was coming up right there. See that? So we're looking for boom, 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 and then a break of support. So I already kind of saw it. And if you look now, we're doing it again. Right? But remember, always wait for a break of support. You know, sometimes you want to be the early guy, but cool, it breaks here. I can scale into some puts. But then you want me to tell you where I added? When it broke this bear flag right here. So when I told my chat to add, right? When I broke this bear flag, I told my chat to add right here, correct? And so not only did we catch the rising wedge fall, but I caught this whole fall to here. And then you know what I did? Like a real nigga, I'm so trill with this shit. I go and I start buying after I made all this money. I exited this play, and guess what I go do? I go buy the dip. So what I'm starting to learn is how to track the market up and down. But that's option leaps. I buy shares too. I bought more share. I bought shares of Hims. I bought shares of mostly these, mostly Hood though. During this time, I bought Hood. I bought some Twilolo and I bought Hims. I didn't buy Kava, but I bought XYZ as well during this time. Okay. And this is the part I was telling y'all. Everything I tell y'all is what I'm talking about. 20 trading days a month, averaging $400 a day is $8,000. Averaging 1,000 is 20. Averaging 3,000 is $60,000 a month. So everybody be like, okay, how do I make a 60K in a month? It's 3K per day, and 3K is easy to make if you play your cards right, right? So a lot of people want to average a bunch of money. You can make 60K a month, averaging $3,000 a day, correct? And then remember what I was showing y'all. I'm gonna show y'all something crazy too. When I show like 500,000 uh year to date, and then a year later, this shit is at $1 million, right? I don't know when I showed that shit, but I show so much proof of what I do. But that's beyond the point. You guys are getting the and if you don't know what a bear flag is, for the people who saw this part, this right here is a bear flag. This is a rising wedge. So if you don't know what a bear flag is, this is a bear flag. So here's the thing, folks. I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but if you're really trying to make money, it would behoove you to follow me and just stay up to date with my Instagram. Stay up to date with what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, I'm teaching folks how to get long-term money. Like none of that fucking look, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. We're gonna go to the top. Like this is what I'm teaching. I'm teaching folks. Do you see why my members are able to profit stuff like this? It's not by accident, because they're following somebody who's tracking the market correctly. Correct? But the only thing is my system isn't the prettiest, because I'm not preaching get rich quick. I'm preaching get rich over a year or 6 months or some shit like that. Like a lot of you want to come to me and be like, Aristotle, show me how to flip this shit tomorrow. I don't even do that. That's my whole point too. People come to me with that. I don't even fucking do that. I'm flipping this shit. I'm trying to get rich over a period of time. It was always about that. Like, let me show that Instagram real quick. When I showed you guys, remember, I never started off thinking that way. I don't know even where y'all get this shit from. I never believed that you can get rich in one day. Look, remember, I started off even in 2018 before the pandemic. I always thought about getting rich over a 15-year period. So a lot of you got to change your mindset. And here's the crazy thing about it. The long way is actually the short way. You want me to explain why? Because through consistency, you start to tweak and you start to learn more and you start to add more naturally as a human. So believe it or not, by me telling you to give it 15 years, I'm really telling you to do it in 5. But you don't know that. And I'm not going to tell you that yet. Okay. Okay. Somebody said paid yearly subscription and I'm up 8K in 10 days. No cap. That's what's up. And yes, you're right. I only alert these in my paid to score because I have to go and tell you what I'm doing. Why would I give it for free? Okay. So here's my thing. Um, and here's the thing. Why would you be cheap? Why would you want me to work for you for free? Who the fuck are you? You get what I'm saying? Like that's another thing people gotta understand. Y'all gotta get out of y'all pride and ego. And some of y'all don't have fathers to tell you nothing is free in this world. Like where y'all get this shit from? Like this whole I don't have to pay for nothing, give me this shit. That's that Democratic mindset. That's that Kamala Harris, Biden shit. Get that bullshit out y'all head. Nobody owes you shit in this world. If you want something, if you want shoes, you got to take your ass to the store and go get it. If you want a fucking house, you got to put down 20%. I don't know where y'all getting, what y'all think somebody owe you a fucking house? Like this whole you owe me this and that, but that's beyond the point. First of all, if you're an investor, you got to invest your whole life in everything, in your appearance, in your looks. And if you want somebody to coach you, pay them. You should be happy to pay somebody to show you how to make a 100K a year for $100 a month. You should be happy to pay me that money. I couldn't wait. If there was a person like me who existed back in the day, you think I'm about to be like, man, just teach me for free. It's $120 fucking dollars, and I got 9K on me. I'm trying to learn this shit. So I don't know where y'all getting this mentality from. I'll tell you where you get it from. Sheep. You think like a sheep. Somebody told you shit should be free. You said, oh, okay. No, they lied to you. Let me tell you why they said that. Because they're a fucking Squidward in a world full of real motherfuckers. Mr. Krabs, Sandy. Sandy had to pay for her shit. Mr. Krabs had to pay for his fucking house. And then you have a motherfucker like Squidward who paid for their shit, but trying to tell you to be a fucking how do I say it? A asshole and a judgmental and the world needs to revolve around me. It doesn't work like that. And that's something too. You got to change your mindset if you want to get rich. That hating shit, that fucking I'm not going to invest in myself. I'm not going to buy books. I'm not going to study. I'm not going to invest in anyone. I'm just going to be a Squidward and just act like I'm too cool for school and everybody owes me something. You get what I'm saying? That mentality isn't going to get you rich. The mentality is wherever the information comes, that's where it comes. But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing that separates me and why I was able to get rich, because I had two streams of income. So the whole game is, and if you listen to me, you can get rich. So here's the thing that made me different. This is what I started doing once I noticed this formula was working. So once I saw, okay, I'm getting pretty good returns on my investment. I'm buying shares at the time, right? And I'm tracking my shares. I was so into this shit, I didn't even care that all this shit was tracked on Robinhood. I was writing this shit down still in my notes, in my Apple Notes, right? And I probably still got them shits, right? I go 11K, right? And look at these people in my comments years ago, right? Look, I get my 40%. So that's when I realized, oh shit, I just did 40% return on my money. See what I'm saying? I just did 40% return on my money in 3 months from just studying, buying the dip, stuff like that, right? So I'm like, cool. I started with like I think I started with like 7 racks. So that's when I was like, okay, now I'm cutting hair to invest. It changed my whole mindset. I was like, you know what? Every haircut that I do, every time I go to the bank, I'm gonna show y'all. Every time I went to the bank, every month, I put this money into Robinhood. So I'm stashing 3,000 a month, right? Into my Navy Federal. Cause when you military, you bank with, most of us go to Navy Federal and USAA. I don't know if y'all know that. So I go to the Navy Federal and I put in 3,000 a month. And what I realized was, oh shit, I'm gonna be a millionaire. Cause I was doing pretty good. I'm gonna be a millionaire in 10 years. I think it was 11. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be a millionaire by the time I'm 32. But I was really banking on a 25%, right? So I was like, hold on. In 8 years, based on the returns I'm getting, let's see, 9. Yeah, 9 years. So by the time I was 30, I was gonna be a millionaire. All I had to do was stay in the army or have a job that's paying me well enough to pay my bills, cut hair on the side, save my haircut money, live off my job money, and I'm going to be a millionaire in 10 years. So I could just repeat this formula over and over and over again All I gotta do is live off one stream of income, invest the other. So I tell people, if you got a wife or a spouse, one of you, if y'all got two streams of income, you could tell your lady, hey baby, look, I got the plan. Aristotle taught me this. We gonna wait on this market to drop. We gonna live below our means. Especially if you young. Even if you 30, you still young. Look, baby, we 30. By the time we 40, we'll have an M. If we just fucking in investments, if we live off one stream, we invest the other. Instead of doing what everybody else do. I'm gonna tell you what most Americans do, right? So I was already lit. Most Americans try to do this off top. I'm already a millionaire. By the way, when I made my first million, look where I stayed, folks. Look where I stayed. I'm a millionaire. I have over, nobody knows this. And I live in an apartment. You know what you people would do when you start making a little money? Now, granted, I did go cop the SS. When I copped the SS, I had about maybe 300, 400 cash on me. And I'm still living in an apartment. None of these people know I have money. I ain't telling nobody. Nobody knows I invest. They just like, boy, this young nigga flying. He driving fly ass car. That's all they know, right? I'm still in the apartment complex and I'm in the military and I got stupid money, right? They don't even know that their neighbor is a millionaire. None of them knew that. I'm in the house every day just investing, right? Studying chart. This is the apartment that I lived in, correct? So don't lifestyle creep. If you making 8K a month, live off half, invest the other half. Some of you makes good money, but you have 7,000 in bills while making 8K a month. But you don't understand that if you were to live off 4,000 a month, humble yourself just a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like some of you afraid. This was a nice apartment, by the way. I lived in the top floor. I was paying 1,100 a month, and I had a loft at the top of my shit. I had a nice apartment. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I wish I kind of recorded it to show y'all my first apartment, but it was me and my lady. We lived there, and it was a dope ass spot. You feel me? And I wrote my first book. I wrote my first book in 2018, but I published it. I started writing it in September of 2018, but I published it January 25th because it was like 170 pages long, as you guys can see. It was a lot of pages, and as you can see, I'm teaching people candlesticks, all that, chart patterns. Look how long I've been talking about chart patterns, all that shit. I'm teaching them everything I can. Look how many pages I had to write. So it took me. So I started writing this shit in 2018. But I'm telling y'all all this because this is how you're going to get rich if you would have followed if you follow my formula specifically, is have two streams of income and live off one. Then somebody said, what's up with him? You gotta wait. Investments don't move up and down. Like, think about it. And that's the thing too. People are very impatient. Like, okay, hymns. If it comes down here, cool, we add, right? But that's where I want it to come theoretically. I want hymns to come here. But you gotta wait. I got 2 years out on this shit. I already banked on it when it came right here. This was the sweet spot to buy last time when we banked on it right here and it went up. We made a lot of money on it from right here. So if it comes here again, I'm going to put money there. But it's just a $4 drop from here. So I'm going to add a nice leg there whenever this shit come back down right here. I want to add a nice leg, right? So that's my goal with him, just to add a nice leg at $25-ish, $26. And I like the trajectory of hymns, right? So that's my whole game plan and showing people how to build wealth is, for one, you got to build wealth. Now, here's the part that don't nobody want to hear. Day trading is about turning a little money into a lot. So remember I said, if you can average $100 a day, that's if you can average $400 in a day, that's 8K a month, right? And you just need about 10K, 5K ish to get $400 in one day. If we being all the way honest and thorough. And if you don't believe me, think about it. When somebody say, how much money does it take to make $400 a day? Let's break it down. I'm gonna show you exactly how much it takes. So remember, first is to get this type of money situated. How can I put in at least $1,000 to $2,000 a month to invest in my future so it could keep moving, right? And then the second part is, okay, now let me risk a little money. So day trading is risky. It's not supposed to be a lifesaver. And I need everybody to understand that this is our lifesaver. This is not, day trading is not supposed to save your life. Day trading is cash flow. And a lot of gurus don't want to admit that. I'm going to admit that long term saves your life. Day trading is cash flow, and it's risky, and it's not guaranteed money. A lot of people want to make trading like it's easy for everybody. It is extremely fucking hard. So that's why you want to risk about 10% of your money on that, not 90%. A lot of you believe, okay, I got 200K. Let me see if I can flip this 200K into 400. A gambler mindset. That's the wrong mindset. What that person should have did with their 200K is just keep compounding their money. And then they should have took about 20K of that, or maybe 10K, 5%. If you got a lot of money, they should have took 10K of that and risked that on day trading. If I had 200K, I'm probably going to go 5K, 10K day trading. If I got 20K, I'm going 2,500 trying to trade some options. And I'm going 17K, 17.5 into getting some more money. So a lot of people don't want to talk about that as well. Is I'm giving y'all the real fucking game. Day trading is not supposed to save your life. Long term and leaps can. Day trading will get you fucked if you try to do that on a beginner's level, thinking that you're going to get lucky. Nobody gets lucky day trading. Eventually your luck will run out. So, okay, cool. And don't get me wrong, you can do it consistently. I ain't gonna lie, can you? If you're the type of person to, I'm not gonna lie, I'll say this. If you're the type of person who will let small money compound, day trading can save your life. If you're the type who just can't help yourself, you going for 10,000, 5,000 every day, you're going to get fucked day trading. The best thing you could do is, here's the thing too. I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of you have a mindset that you have to compete with others and you have to be on other people's level. So you'll see a trader posting some real gains, right? And you'll be like, okay, I can do that too. He's no better than me. I can do that right now, right? That's how you lose right there. Thinking you could be on somebody's level tomorrow. See what I'm saying? You might not have the patience they have. You don't have the strategies they have. You don't have the risk management. You don't have anything that they have, right? So yes, you can make money day trading if you want to let the small wins add up. That's what I said. Day trading is cash flow. It's not to get you rich. It will get you rich eventually, but it's gonna take about 3, 4, 5 years to where you're gonna be making 10K a day, 5K, those type of shits consistently. But nobody wants to make 400, 300, 1,000, not even 1,000. Some people got, I'm gonna be honest with you, I know a lot of traders who can make 1,000 a day if they really wanted to. Cause that's just a 5K, 20% take profits. You get what I'm saying? Like $1,000 a day is nothing. Like if we go to the calculator, $400 a day is actually very easy. Making 6 figures is very easy. What the hell is this? Okay. Think about it. If I got a $5,000 account, right? And I'm doing a 2020 rule. So that means I'm day trading, right? So every day trade, I'm only risking $1,000 because 20% times 0.2 is 1,000, right? So I'm risking $1,000. And every time I make 20% on a trade, I take out. So think about it. If I just take two good trades with $1,000 size per day, that's $400. And then there's 20 trading days in a month. If I can average that, that's $8,000. You just replace a fucking, think about how much college work you had to do. Think about how much fucking I had to go get, you know how much shit I would have to do in the workforce to go get $8,000 in 1 month? And all I had to do was risk $1,000 on a 20% trade. Well, yeah, on a 0.2% trade, right? That's all I had to do, right? So how easy is it to get 20%? Very easy. But you know what the trading community does every time? Encourage people that 300% or bust. We have a very gambler mindset. And when I went to a rich man and I asked him, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Here's the crazy thing. I went to a profitable day trader. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't do. They don't ask the people who made it questions. Cause you niggas so stubborn. I asked a white Jewish trader, right? I said, bro, give me the game, bro. How the hell do you be profitable doing this shit? You know what he told me? More size, less trades. So I'm like, he said, think about it, bro. The bank only gonna give you 4 to 5% per year. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. This is a dope live. Think about it, folks. Um, high best high yield savings account. Watch this. Best. So people shit on the fact that I'm telling people to make 20% and take profits. Let's go look at the returns you get. Look, 3.3% annually, 3.94% annually, 4%. Think about it. These people are giving you this. The best banks in the world will only give you 3 to 5% annually, right? So what does that mean? That means you're only going to get, if you get 100%, if you got 100,000 and you put it all in the bank times 0.04, because it's 4%, 4,000 a year is what you get from the bank, right? That's what the bank is going to give you per 100,000. Per 10,000 is $400, right? Times 0.04, 4%. $400 on your money from sitting, and then divided by 12, this is what they're going to give you. $33 per month. You get a phone bill for putting 10,000. Shit, I don't even think a phone bill is that. You get 1 day of lunch. Okay, people? 1 day of lunch. So more size, less trades is the way. He would be like, okay, that the nigga, that's chump change. Nigga, the bank only giving you 4%. So how the fuck is me making 20% 5 times, damn near 8 times what the bank will give me in literally what, 30 minutes? You make 20%? I've literally shrinked. Look, watch this. Um, I can't even put into perspective how, like, divided by 30. I've 12x'd my time. I took a time machine in literally, I mean, 30 minutes. That's literally my fault. That's way less than that because we gotta divide the days and the hours and shit. I've damn near 1,000x'd the time it took me to get something from that bank. Correct? So, that's my whole thing, folks, is what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to take matters into your own hand, or you want to listen to somebody who's giving you the game? Because I'm the one who's gonna give you the real game versus all this bullshit. Everybody's teaching lotto trading. Oh, let me show they're tricking you. Oh, I got 300% return. I got this, I got that, I got that. And they can't show. Here's another thing, folks, and I'm being honest. The people who doing all that, trying to do this and that, ask them why they can't show this. Show, okay, why are none of your members able to do this in a year? Right? Why can't none of them show this? See that? Because that shit doesn't work. I'm telling y'all why they can't. Notice I'm the only person who can show some shit like this. Understand? Because you have to make trading easy. Okay? If you make trading hard, it's going to be hard. And what everybody is doing right now is making trading extremely hard. This is extremely hard to do, to try to flip 200, try to turn one contract, let's just say it's $300 times 200%, right? So I got to try to flip this I got to try to make 300 into 600. You think that's possible to survive like this for a long time? Or I could use $1,500 and take out 20%. Boom, I got my $300. See what I'm saying? That's why we say more size, less trades, because it's easier to make 20% and make your 300 than it is to use 300 to make 600. Everybody understand that? Everybody's trying to double their money instead of trying to pimp their money. You are a pimp. You're not a fucking magician. You get what I'm saying? So once I changed my mindset from pimp, from magician, it really clicked. So I'm using more size. So I may go in a trade with 7K, right? Size. And I may take out 20%. $1,400 real quick. Boom. I exit. I go do another trade, $1,400. $1,400 is $2,800, right? If I stay consistent, so somebody may laugh, oh shit, all you made was $2,800 today, right? And usually I make about 4 to 5K per day because I use day trading as cash flow, and I use leaps and stuff and long term as my big money, right? So, but there's 20 trading days in a month. So I just made, if I'm averaging 50K, because I may have 2-3 losing days, right? So let's just say it's 48K. Usually I average about 60 to 80 per month, right? So I made over what I made in the Army in 1 month. The Army paid me about 48K a year. I did that in a month by literally taking 2 great trades per day. And all I'm doing is getting 20%. So that's the game, folks. The hard part is the discipline. Yes. So that is the hardest part. The hardest part is staying disciplined. By the way, cheers. I got a little Hennessy in here. I got a little I ain't gonna lie. I'm not as Squidward as you motherfuckers. Yes, I'm drinking. Yes, I curse. Yes, I was in the military. No, I never joined the workforce or had to sit in the office and impress white people all day. Yes, I had to do push-ups in front of white men, but I come from a different cloth. Understand? I come from some shit like this. So no, I'm not as, politically correct as you. I'm going to curse on this motherfucker. I'm a little bit tough love-ish. So excuse me if I'm not have a stick up my ass as much as some of you do. Excuse me, because this is what I did when I was 18 years old. I didn't go to college. I went straight here. So I had men yelling at me, and we were the last group to go through the real army, where they no longer do shark attacks. it's a little bit more politically correct now because they want to entice people to join. So I'm one of the last motherfuckers to get yelled at and bullied and shit like that by drill sergeants. Yeah, like, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, even this shit was tough. AIT. And you see where I'm at? I'm at a computer desk. I joined IT. I weren't no infantry guy, you know, but we used to do 4 miles. I was always the one who, look, you see how everybody's sweating? I'm barely sweating. And I'm posing for the camera and shit. These niggas trying to finish before they pass out. So I come from a place of do not quit. I come from a place of structure. I come from a place of tough love. Get your bitch ass up and do it. A lot of you don't want to hear that type of language. Why is he talking to me like that? Why is he saying I can do it? Why is he saying get my bitch ass up? He supposed to be an investor. He supposed to be politically correct. He's talking about stocks, right? Where's his suit and his tie? Shut your bitch ass up. Do you want to learn or you don't want to learn? You get what I'm saying? Do you want to learn or you don't? Put some Hennessy in that motherfucking cup and listen up, folks. I don't know why, but I just hate bitch ass people, bro. I can't lie to y'all. I hate quitting motherfuckers. I hate motherfuckers who always a Squidward type motherfucker. I hate them motherfuckers, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna die living proper. I didn't join this earth to live proper to impress other people. What is the fucking point of me putting my fork and my spoon on the left and the right? So to impress who? I don't give a fuck about you. I'm here to make money and die and travel the world and die. We're all gonna die. Understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm here to teach you how to do. I'm teaching you how to get your freedom back. Having a stick up your ass is not freedom. You guys think being Squidward is freedom. Having to never be able to just express yourself. How is that free? You get what I'm saying? So I'm teaching y'all how to get your freedom back. So you can drink your Hennessy with a little bit of mixed drink, and I drink what the fuck I want to. I'll say I don't do a lot of feminine shit, but I drink pretty feminine. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't drink the old fashions. I don't drink the fucking the Hennessy and the Coca-Cola. That shit is disgusting. I hate male drinks. Male drinks are fucking disgusting. But that female drink with the umbrella and the flower, that shit so good. The lychee martinis, the fucking, yeah, this shit gotta taste like Kool-Aid for me to drink it. I ain't fucking drinking it. So that's probably the only 65 shit I do. I'm going to drink some girly shit. I got Hennessy in here, but I also got some fruit drink in this bitch. Some organic fruit drink. Hell yeah. But yeah, folks, I come from a cloth. I'm cut from a different cloth, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm cut from a different cloth. They said, hey, that mixed fruit drink go hard as fuck. Hey man, what? I don't see why niggas want to drink bullshit just so other men can say they a man. I'm not finna drink no straight liquor. That shit nasty. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Hell yeah, I need that umbrella and that flower. Hell yeah. Hell you talking about? Somebody said toast, raise a motherfucking glass. I'm gonna join your community. Shout out to you, man. That's all I want, bro. I'm letting y'all know, man. We here to get money, but we here to also buy our freedom back. And freedom is not being politically correct. Politically correctness is slavery. And let me explain why. John D. Rockefeller, he said a quote. He said, I don't want, and I'm gonna look it up. Rockefeller quote. I'm gonna bring up my own thing real quick. This nigga said, I don't want a society of workers. This nigga said some crazy shit, bro. This the dude who invented all this shit. Look, I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. This, if you don't know who this man is, he's the one who invented He's the one behind Common Core Education, the one behind the work hours, the one behind all that shit. Smart ass man, I ain't even gonna lie. This goddamn brilliant motherfucker. But look how he designed us. And I started to realize all this shit, right? Look how he designed us. Go to school from 7 a.m., get off at 3. I need these kids to, cause it don't take that long to learn that shit. But what I need is these kids in a controlled environment. So that way, when they get to the workforce, they have been trained to sit down for 7 or 8 hours. Now you know how to be a good boy and sit your ass down. So then they wonder why boys have behavioral problems in school. I was like, well, because I'm looking at my son. I'm like, this nigga don't want to sit down. He's not designed to naturally. He's a Montessori learner. He's not designed to sit at a desk for 8 hours and listen to somebody. He'll give you maybe 1 hour of listening. You're not finna get 8 out of no boy. That's why boys do dumb shit in school and do this and that. Cause it's not in their fucking nature. That's not no shit we supposed to do. To sit down for 8 fucking hours and listen to somebody. I understood that wasn't for me. When people be like, why did you want to go trade? Because I was like, this is the only thing I ever seen that doesn't require me to have a boss. Like I'm the type of person, look how I talk. I'm going to get fired from every fucking job I ever have. I'm always going to show up late because I don't want to wake up on time. Because it'd be some nights where I just wanted to stay up and watch fucking either sports highlights. I wanted to play the game. I want to do something other than fucking whatever the fuck this shit is. So I always had that mentality of these motherfuckers are designing me to work. This is the guy who invented the whole the Common Core education, all that shit, and he said it on purpose. I'm going to dumb you guys down so you will want to work. Because if we teach you how to be entrepreneurs, who the fuck is going to flip this burger? If we teach you how to, who's going to work at McDonald's? Who's going to work at Best Buy? Who's going to work at Verizon? Who's going to do this shit? Who's going to be a police? Who's going to be a firefighter? So notice when we're in school, they're already training us. You're going to be a firefighter. So a kid, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. I want to be a police officer. I want to be a school teacher. I want to be, they ain't dreaming any further than that. They ain't even train us to dream further than anything Common Core. They literally try to mush our fucking brain and keep us this small. Right? So that's when I learned, okay, what systems are involved of freedom. And the only thing I ever saw was entrepreneurship and trading. That's the only thing I found. I did my whole research. I was like, man, it don't matter what job I'm going to get fired. The boss isn't going to like me ever, no matter what job I have, because I don't know how to be a good boy. I had a cousin, right? And I always had behavioral issues in school. And he said a quote that stuck with me. He said, bro, I used to have to try to go to school and be good. I was like, now somebody understands me. I thought I was the only one. I was like, bro, I used to have to go to school and literally fight to be good every day. I'd be like, bro, I'm gonna be good today. I'm not gonna tell a joke today. I'm gonna do my work and sit down. And then that shit just didn't work. That shit didn't work till about 10th grade. I swear to God. Like real shit. I didn't start like actually like, okay, I can be a good boy today until about 10th grade. Because I always had this mentality of I just didn't know how to follow rules. I didn't understand. Why am I listening to this person? Like, you know? Somebody said that was my cousin. I know, right? I was a badass kid, bro. So it's funny that I'm a leader and I'm a teacher and all this shit. Cause yeah, I was fucked up. Like my teacher called me a menace to society. Hey, and believe it or not, that bitch thought she hurt my feelings, bro. That was probably one of the best compliments I ever got in my life. That bitch called me a menace to society. And she said it mean too. You're a menace to society. Hey, cuz I was like, bro, that bitch know me. Like she know I'm different. I always wanted to stand out. And I was like, bro, that was hard as fuck. I didn't even know what that meant. She said that to me when I was in 7th grade. And I was like, bro, that shit was so hard. I had to go look that shit up. I was like, damn, a menace to society. What does this mean? And I was like, that shit sound hard though. And I never forgot about that shit. And to this day, it's a compliment. Cause I actually am one. I go against all the grains. I ain't gonna lie to you. I am a menace to society. She wasn't lying. You motherfuckers work a 9 to 5. I'm about to go be an entrepreneur. Oh, you motherfuckers, whatever you're doing, I'm about to go do something else. Oh, y'all wearing that? I'm gonna go wear African clothes. Oh, you doing this? I'm always trying to go against the grain. Oh, Bitcoin only? No, thank you. Not for my people. Oh, this? No, thank you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna challenge every fucking time. You get what I mean? Somebody said my teacher said I was stubborn in 2nd grade. But you know what's crazy though? If I was to go and teach school now, I would be able to get through the kids, especially the bad ones, because I realize where that shit comes from. Um, I feel like I was a badass kid because it's a lot of things that come from. For one, it's come from natural. It's a male instinct to not want to sit the fuck down. But it also comes from they say not attention at home, but I think it's not proper love at home. So kids start acting out and being bad, and so they can get attention and laughter from outside of their home. Because when they go home, either they mama at work or they mama an asshole or they mama always choosing men over them. You get what I'm saying? So in my case, all fucking three. My mother was an asshole, always a new man, you know what I'm saying, till she married one, and always at work. So I'm like, shit. When I go to school, I can't wait to just see a motherfucker smile at me. And the only way I could do that is being a badass nigga. See what I'm saying? So I be understanding these young niggas because I was them. You get what I'm saying? Your real father out the house, your mama replace your real father with a stepfather who don't like you. So you already dealing with that subconsciously. You don't got real love from a man. I didn't have no real love from a man, like genuine love. I ain't had that shit unless I go over my dad's house. So when I get home, so when I get to school, this shit, it's time to act out subconsciously, right? So I'm a understand that shit from a young nigga because a lot of people don't understand them because they never been in their shoes. They don't understand that this nigga got a whole stepfather who don't even fucking love him. He got a whole his mama all over. She got, you know what I'm saying? At work somewhere all fucking day to make sure he can have on Jordans and this and that. But that ain't enough. And that's another thing, yeah, bro. Like a lot of us had young ass parents, bro. My mom had me at fucking 19 and my sister at 17. So my mom was probably a better parent to my youngest sister because you know how people figure this shit out. Like just being honest, like when you have kids in your early 20s, you probably not gonna be the best parent you could be because you still trying to figure your life out. So I don't blame my mom or no shit. I understand. Like when she had thinking about my mom had me at 19. By the time I'm 6, my mom 25 with 3 kids. Cause she had my little sister at 22. My mom had a baby at 17, 19, 22. And she gotta work all day to figure out how to support us. So, nigga, I'm thugging it at a very young age. You get what I'm saying? Like we had to watch ourselves. My sister was like my sister older than me. So by the time I was 6, my mom like, look, Y'all gonna stay home. I ain't finna pay no babysitter. Just don't answer the door for nobody. That was our rule. We had to watch ourselves. You know what we did? We made noodles. I had to make my own noodles since I was goddamn 6, 7. Understand? Don't get me wrong. My mom went out there and made some good money to support us. But when we at the crib, it's just me, my sister, and my little sister. We watching ourselves. I come from that cloth. You get what I'm saying? I come from a cloth that nigga, we had to watch ourselves. Cause we can't even afford the babysitter. We ain't even got time for that. My mom ain't finna pay for daycare for 3 kids. And she had, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Somebody said, man, sorry, I'm putting on this. Thank you. I was just talking about this yesterday with my little brother, best friend growing up. When I tried to be a teacher and help the kids who needed it, the staff do not care. Yeah, they don't, bro. They think these kids, they don't understand that these kids going through real shit. Everybody think because a kid come to school smiling, they ain't going through real shit. And as I got older, I was like, damn, these kids going through real fucking shit, and don't nobody give a damn. And that's why you can't get through them. The first thing I'm gonna do is talk to the young nigga and explain to him his situation. Like, how's your family? How's your life at home? That's why you know sometimes you gotta tell people the truth about themselves because these kids don't know themselves. That's why you acting out, young man, because you don't feel loved at home. And then you gotta kind of tell him some shit that you can relate to. Like, yeah, bro, that used to be me, bro. I had an asshole of a stepfather. Hell, my mom was at work all day too. But look, bro, you know, if the hindsight was 2020, I probably wouldn't act out. If I had to go back and do this shit all over again, bro, I probably wouldn't be a badass little nigga. Not because um, cause you can do it, but you're doing it to impress other people. And right now you making your life about looking hard and aggressive to other people, right? So that's how you gotta talk to him. Hold him accountable and tell him some shit you went through and tell him how he looks for real and how he's gonna look. Cause they just keep it brief with us, man. Your ass gonna be in prison or jail one day. That ain't enough to tell that young nigga. That ain't enough. He already seen his father and uncle go and get out and tell him great stories. Nigga, I ate good. I beat a nigga ass. Blah blah blah. That shit ain't enough. I'm telling you, it's not enough. Telling these young nigga they going to jail is not enough. Telling they gonna die is not enough. We done seen it. I used to go visit my father in prison all the time. Those are some of my earliest memories of my father. Like, going to prison and visiting him, right? And I commend my father because he stopped going to prison. And I asked him one time, like, what was the switch? He said, man, I just didn't want my kids to look at me this way. Somebody said, man, the shit you saying is too real right now. I can't believe it. Man, it's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I want to be a mentor to young men, but I'm trying to get my shit together. So a lot of people like, why you don't talk at school? Why you don't do a lot of boy shit? Cause nigga, I got a son to raise. It's I'm not gonna be able to do this until I'm in my 40s. I'm not finna sacrifice the time I can have with my children to go help other people's children yet until I become the best father I feel like I am, which I'm not there yet. You get what I'm saying? Because I had my kids at 22. I had my first child at 22, and then my second one at 25. So I had them young. So I'm still grinding, building my business and shit. So it weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can be accountable for that shit. Don't get me wrong, am I there? Of course. I see my kids every day. They live with me. But, you know, I think what it is, it's a little bit different because when you see your kids every day and they live with you and all of that, it almost feels like you should be able to theoretically spend more time with them. But I work from home. So it's almost like, okay, I still got to go support everybody. So either way, a man got to go out for 8 hours a day to go feed his family. So my kids starting to understand that, like, okay, daddy's in the house, but he downstairs in the basement working. Like right now, I'm in my basement. So, you know, they said, can we say this live? But a lot of niggas don't want to keep it real. You feel me? Like, I keep it real. Like, nigga, you know, like, am I there at every event? Of course. I go to every graduation, every birthday. I never missed a birthday, a graduation, a dance, nothing. So I'm a present father, but you know, I'm a hard working father. It takes a lot to make 8 figures for your family. It takes a lot. You get what I'm saying? So I'm glad I'm doing that while they're young, cause I got about 4 more years of this shit, and my son will be what 11, 10, and I'm full blown, like damn near at retirement money, full blown preparing my son to be an investor, being there at every football game, being there, you know, very into it. You feel me? So, you know, that's my whole game, and that's what I'm trying to teach other men, you know. And truth be told, folks, I ain't telling everybody to be a millionaire. That shit ain't real happiness or success. Success to me is if I'm being honest, happiness is success. Because happiness, cause it's successful niggas with no family, with no substance, with with a bunch of fake people around them, bunch of new motherfuckers around them. And it's somebody with making 80K a year with a friends group who get to hike on the weekends, who get to do what they love to do. And in my opinion, that person is more successful than the rich person with a bunch of fake motherfuckers who miserable. I know that sounds crazy, but once you live a little life, you start to realize the people who are fulfilled are the people who can smile every day about their situation and not feel, because having money, don't get me wrong, flying first class is the shit. Going 5-star hotels is the shit. All that shit. Don't get me wrong, I want everybody to succeed with money, but don't feel bad if you never get to that number that you always wanted to get to, if that makes sense. Because what I had to learn is you got to shoot for the stars, and if you land on the moon, that's okay. So I shoot for the stars, and wherever I land, I'm okay. Fortunately, I landed in the galaxy. Everybody might not be as fortunate, but at least you'll get somewhere by trying. So that's the whole goal. But mediocrity is not really my forte. But I'm also a firm believer of not judging. I can't judge a man for wanting to be mediocre. Just as I wouldn't want him to judge me for being a rich non fucking Squidward nigga, right? I gotta return the favor. If I'm telling people not to judge me, I can't judge them, right? Yeah, real wealth is freedom and family. But if I'm being honest, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Real wealth is family. In my personal opinion, a lot of people say fuck family. Man, I really wish this is something that I realized too, bro. That was unfortunate. I have all half brothers and sisters, and that's crazy, huh? Because I got 9 brothers and sisters. None of them are full, so I have to start over. My family, do you know I'm going to be the leader of like I'm going to be the great grandfather and the grandfather that is the example, because my family has split up. So like every generation is 2, 3 baby daddies. That makes sense. So because every woman decided to have multiple baby fathers and every man decided to have multiple baby mothers, we don't have a real family dynamic, if that makes sense. So when people ask me like, damn, like, why did you lock in with one woman? Why did you have kids with one woman? Because I know what that shit feel like. I grew up with everybody going to different Thanksgivings and all that shit, bro. And I realized that not only aren't we together, but we can't even build wealth together. Understand what I'm saying? Hear me out. Not only are we not together, blood and mentally, but we don't even want to build together because we so worried about who got different mamas and daddies. Understand what I'm saying? So that part is very, very hurtful because it has to start with me now. You understand what I'm saying? Only my kids are going to want to follow my lead. Understand what I'm saying? So, I'm just teaching y'all a game. So when you having when you the man who want to have multiple this and that, just understand that your kids may decide they don't even want to build together when they get older. Cause that's what my brothers and sisters decide to do. You get what I'm saying? Especially my sisters. They was like, look, bro, you got a different dad than us. We don't want to build with you. But look, girl, you don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to be this. You can work for me. I pay y'all that salary. They were like, bro, we don't want your handout because it's coming from you. What the fuck? Man, I couldn't even hire my mama if I wanted to. My mom is a great photographer, all this. Can't hire her because she said I would have to leave my husband to work for you. No, you don't. Y'all could both. But he in the army, you see what I'm saying? So it's tough. I would love to retire my mom. Niggas be like, oh, I can't retire my damn mom. I want to. I want to goddamn move my mom down here and have her just pay her salary to come fuck with me and do whatever. Cause that's what I do with my dad. I retired my father, right? I would love to retire my mom. Can't because of all this fucking, you know how it go, bro. When people get married and shit, and then they gotta worry about the husband. So it's that nigga standing in the way. I ain't even gonna cap. But at the end of the day, is what it is. I'm rich as hell. But it's almost like she wouldn't want that because it'll make him feel some type of way. Somebody said that's heartbreaking. I mean, shit, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? That's her choice. I retired my wife. I retired my children. I retired my father. I do what I gotta do. And that be the thing too, man. And a lot of people gotta realize this too. It could always be worse. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you folks. Like, the worst shit I ever went through, don't get me wrong, like, I give y'all a transparent moment. I got a motherfucking boot on right now. And y'all don't even know that shit. I tore my Achilles. I can't walk for another 2 months properly. They said I ain't gonna be able to walk until another 2 months. I ain't get on social media and announce this shit. Want me to explain why? Because I understand that, don't get me wrong, y'all niggas supporting like a motherfucker on this live. But I be on some shit like, man, niggas want to see me. Niggas love seeing shit like that. When you win for a long time, I've been winning for a long time, folks. Like, I keep showing this, but I've been winning so long that shit like this will make niggas happy. You gotta think, folks. Look, I'm gonna show y'all like some real shit. Look, this is in 2019. This car costs $50K. This is a SS, brand new 2019 SS in 2019. Do you know having this car in the army is like having a Lamborghini at that time? Right? I'm having. Understand what I'm saying? Like, look at my house in 2020 in July. Look at my basement. So I haven't been down for a long time. So the moment a nigga see you down, nigga celebrate. So I never wanted to give my enemies anything to celebrate. Letting a nigga know I'm injured. Shit, I ain't want nobody to know. I'm the type of person, bro. I go through shit and I don't say nothing. You know how niggas be doing all that sob story shit online? Oh, my girl left me. Blah, man. I ain't that type of nigga, bro. Cause I understand niggas don't feel sorry for you. What the fuck you doing that for? For what? I don't want sympathy from nobody. Cause sympathy is fake. Niggas gonna post the prayer hands and all that shit. Nigga don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? When I went in the hospital and I got this surgery, I didn't post it. Cause I understand niggas don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Why am I gonna sit here and show y'all I'm going through surgery so you can fucking laugh and pray on my downfall? I don't want that type of energy. When I take a loss, I don't post. Niggas be like, show your ups and downs. Nigga, fuck you. I ain't giving you nothing to attack. Don't get me wrong. I show a loss or two. I ain't finna show you when I'm feeling like shit or when I'm goddamn feeling like. So hell nah, nigga. Hell no. You gonna see happy, nigga. So I don't give you shit to goddamn nigga just gonna use that shit for later or some shit, man. I don't do all that. They said yeah, real shit. Yeah, you can't let a nigga see you sweat, bro. Nigga gonna post them prayer hands and that's it. He gonna move on by his day and gonna laugh about the next meme. I'm telling you what they gonna do, bro. He gonna if I would have posted I went through surgery, this is what they gonna do. Prayer hands. Nigga gonna forget about that shit in 2 seconds. So what the fuck am I posting? What the hell I'm going through for? You think a nigga about to look at your shit all day and be like, pray your hands. I hope. Oh my God. Nigga, it don't be that long. Nigga, pray your hands and he scroll right the fuck up. Cause I ain't gonna lie, that's what the fuck I do. So I'm like, shit, if I don't give a damn, I know these niggas don't give a damn, goddamn. Pray your hands and I'm out. I ain't finna spend all day looking at this shit. And nigga, I'm about to move on. I probably done laughed at some new shit about 3 seconds later. So I'll hold myself accountable. I'm a fucked up nigga too. Pray your hands and I'm out. Yeah, nigga gone. I give you 2 seconds of sympathy and I'm out of this motherfucker. Just like that Venezuela shit. Oh my God. Trump invaded Venezuela. Pray your hands. Oh shit, we getting more oil? Okay. Well shit, I'm about to look at some stocks. Fuck what these niggas talk about. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I got about 2 good seconds of sympathy. You feel me? Hell yeah, the only one that cares you. They said, don't tell me you tore your shit hooping. Playing flag football, even worse. You feel me? Nigga said real nigga shit. But see, everybody want to fake care, man. I'ma keep it a buck. I said some prayer hands really have prayers behind them. Nigga, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Don't nobody give a fuck about you like that, bro. I'ma keep it all the way a buck with you, bro. Don't nobody give a damn, bro. Don't ever seek validation. If you live by they cheers, you'll die by their boos. The reason you guys like me is because I'm being authentic. But at the end of the day, I can't put my feelings into everything you guys say. Because again, if I do, then the moment a nigga say something negative, I'm gonna feel some type of way about that. So in a weird way, you gotta be numb to all, even the cheers too. You can't live off the cheers because then you'll get used to that. Let's just say I only want to be happy if people are praising me. When a nigga don't praise me, now I'm sad. Understand what I'm saying? They say it's an evil world we live in. People don't understand that, bro. People really love, they think shit like that funny, bro. When a nigga going through some shit. Like what? This TikTok couple got divorced, and I was just telling niggas that every time somebody see me, they be like, "Bro, you and your girl need to do some couple content. Y'all so good, y'all." I said, "Y'all ain't about to fuck us up." Because here's why you should never do couple content. Because think about it. Y'all already arguing about little shit, right? And then another dude said an interesting point. Women control the scope of feelings. So we live in a feminist internet, if we being honest. It's feminism is the most popular thing because we gotta protect women's feelings, right? So even if you start a couple show, if y'all break up, they gonna take the woman's side, correct? So it doesn't benefit you as a man. Then you got niggas trying to fuck on your girl just cause y'all broke up. Even worse. And then when y'all break up, all on Shade Room, all on this, it's always the man fault. The woman could cheat, she could do whatever all the worst shit. It's your fault as a man. So that's number one. It's your fault off top. Number two is if you love your girl, don't monetize y'all relationship. Because when you make it about money, it becomes business. And business is cutthroat, and business requires arguments. Business requires debates. And then here's another thing I realized too. Whenever you're doing that couple shit, the woman is always more invested than the man. Because you gotta think it's gonna be a day where we wanna hold up. Y'all gotta think it's gonna be a day where we wanna sit back and watch football and just chill. We ain't on that acting shit every day. A crazy ass woman and she thinking about her fans and all that shit, you don't want no part of that. You don't want no ambitious woman on some couple relationship shit. That would be my worst fear. Cause I'm the type of nigga who need like some time to really hold on, Shaw. Let me drink this Hennessy. Let me think about some shit real quick. Like let me regroup. You know what I'm saying? Girl ain't trying to regroup. And then so it's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't do that couple shit. Cause I understand that it ain't gonna do nothing but push me and my girl apart. We gonna be arguing about why we ain't do this video right. And then let's just say we trying to do this transition and I can't dance or my girl can't dance. Damn, I want me a girl who can dance. This other couple, look, they went viral cause both of them in sync and they know how to fucking dance, baby. You can't fucking dance. So now I want me a new girl cause she can dance. You get what I'm saying? Like shit you weren't even thinking about. Damn, I wish you talked just like that girl over there. They not, and then y'all start competing with other couples and they channels. And you get what I'm saying? Shit like that. I ain't got time for that. I know what comes with all this shit. And then two, people start wanting to like find shit on y'all. Like let's just say you a man, you know, you flirted with another girl. You got a girl, you flirted with another girl, or got or whatever, you cheated, right? Cool. If your relationship weren't that public, your girl probably wouldn't even gave a damn. Get what I'm trying to say? You make that shit public, now she got all these fans in her, and she thinking about that shit, and they don't even know. Cause that's what the girl left her husband for. She left this man cause he cheated. I'm like, so what you think the next nigga gonna do? You just left your husband, and then if he handsome and tall, if the next man you get is handsome and tall, what the fuck you think he gonna do? You don't think girls like him too? So I'm like, what's that couple on TikTok who just broke up? She said she left her man for cheating. You got two kids, girl. You better stay with that nigga. What you think the next man gonna do? He gonna do worse. She gonna do what Cardi B do, which I don't get with women. I don't get that shit with women. You leave the dude who love you for a nigga who's worse than him, but you want a nigga to keep it up front with you. I don't get it. You get what I'm saying? So do y'all get it? Maybe I'm just tripping. She gonna leave her husband for cheating. And what do you think the next man gonna do? If he's handsome, attractive, with money, what do you think he gonna do? And you got 2 kids. The girl, whoever she is, I don't know this TikTok couple, but she need to stay with bruh. Cause the next man gonna be worse. And those kids ain't his. All right. Shit. But see, women, they live in this feminist society where they got other women saying, girl, leave him, girl. Girl, leave him. They don't even realize they grandma been putting up with that shit too. She just more peating y'all. It wasn't social media for her to write a post and say, yo, granddaddy ain't shit. Trust me, if social media was around back then, a lot of our granddaddies wouldn't be shit. A lot of our grandmothers would have aired them niggas out. I don't know why women think men were better back in the day. They had families. Y'all ain't never heard about granddad having a family on the other side of town. It just weren't social media for his business to be aired out. It was some shit where it was back in the day. People wanted to keep that shit in the house. They said, "Nah, you spot on, little bro." Like, nah, real shit. You get what I'm saying? They be like, "Oh, they didn't do that. Our grandparents, they stayed together for this and that." Yeah, cause grandma forgave that nigga. Granddad cheated too. Grandma forgave him. And you know what grandma said? Well, at least he coming home to me. You know what you said? Leave that man, girl. Leave that man. You could come hang out with us. We can go on a girls trip and we can go be even bigger hoes. You get what I'm saying? That's all the shit gonna be. You gonna hang out. And then here's another thing women don't realize. They'll have a friend group, they'll have a girlfriend, a friend group, and all these girls want you to leave your dude so you could be in the same position as them. So you could be miserable, drinking a lot, and talking about your problems all day. You ever seen that? That girl just sit there looking like real, like they having a deep conversation about some shit and they telling their business and shit like that over some drinks. And then if you go to that and then you start noticing a pattern, if you follow that woman or anything, you notice, damn, this what this girl do all the time. Is sit there with another bitch and talk about her problems all day. Right? So that's all that shit is. So the moral of the story, women, stay with your man. Stay with your man. Cause these niggas ain't shit either. No man ain't shit. So find you a man who ain't shit and stay with him. Find you the best ain't shit nigga. You get what I'm saying? If I'm being honest. Cause that's all I'm gonna tell my daughter. I'm gonna be like, look, unless you get a weirdo, he ain't shit. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000, baby. But daddy, he's attractive, he's handsome, he has money. He ain't shit then, baby. That's the math. If you what shit, he ain't shit. But he got a big dick. He attractive. He's handsome. He has money. That's the one who ain't shit. Because other women see it too. And he knows women see that shit. So if you like him, just understand that, yeah, you got what you want. But shit, he ain't shit. Simple as that. Now, I don't mean he ain't shit technically. By girl society standards, he ain't. You get what I mean? They said that's what they do. Yup, grandma and granddaddy had granddaddy's plate waiting in the microwave waiting for him. But what? That's a joke for Mexican grandparents having other kids. That's a joke in Mexico for grandpas having other kids, whole other family they don't know about. Oh hell yeah! See, even Mexicans go through it, and that'd be another thing. Y'all just seen the dude in Mexico. How about black women think black men are the only ones in the world who do these things? Look, I'm gonna be. I'll look before I get off this bitch. Let me show y'all a show real quick. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna show y'all a show. It's this dude on YouTube. Cause black women swear white men don't do shit. And don't get me wrong, I fuck with white dudes. But black women have this mentality that this guy right here, I'm gonna show y'all real quick. For all the black women who say, white men and white women don't do nothing, and black men saying white women the best. Go to his show. All he do is interview white people who say, my husband cheated, my husband left. Will my mom blame me for my son? Like, look at this shit. Why can't my wife refuses? Like, look at this shit. I ain't gonna lie, I watch this shit every day. Hearing white people's stories be kind of fun. They got better stories than we got. We just ain't telling ours for real. Man, these white folk call this man every day and say some shit like, I wish they can show popular video. Oh, here we go. Popular. My friend is a pedophile. I overheard my husband saying I'm not attractive. I remember I seen this one. This one was funny. These are white people. So don't think it's just a black thing where nobody ain't shit. Mexican, black, white, Indian, Asian. I don't know where y'all get it's just black men. Nobody ain't shit. And if you don't believe me, go to bruh page and look for yourself. He got 1 million and shit of white folks saying they ain't shit. Him right here. I watch this shit all the time. I let y'all into my little secret life. I be watching this shit. And by the way, this is Dave Ramsey own show. So I don't know where black women get white men treat them the best and they ain't gonna cheat. And them niggas don't give a fuck either. And white women, oh man, they be getting done the worst. They be doing they niggas the worst way. Oh, y'all thought a black woman would go and fuck a nigga cause he got more money? Oh, white women, oh, they off top. They might do it just because, like, both of y'all got money. She just want, like, see, black women, she just gonna fuck around cause a nigga just better than you. He just outdid you. Oh, from that show, what I seen with white women, oh, they don't give a damn if y'all on the same level. Like black women, like a nigga gotta really be like, I ain't gonna lie, reasons, black women. If your dick small, she going out, she stepping out. I ain't even gonna cap. And what's another reason, black woman? Sometimes it just be a nigga showing her more attention at her job. That's why my woman can't have no job. And what's another black woman cheat? The dick size, and money. If a nigga just keep telling her he gonna sell her a better dream, and then you just letting her have access to men. She like, don't let her join run clubs. Do not let your girl have a male personal trainer. Men, be insecure about your girl. My woman is absolutely not allowed to be personally trained by no man. Why the fuck would you let your girl be around a nigga with a bunch of muscles and you don't have it? Is your girl gonna let you around a bitch with a fat ass who fine as shit and you spend personal time with her? No. So what the fuck wrong with you niggas? That shit be so funny to me. Niggas be like, I ain't insecure. My girl can have a personal trainer. Well, why the fuck you can't have a friend with a fat ass and a crazy ass body and bitch look like goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. Cause that's their version of a fat ass, idiot. That's their version of a fat ass and titties. A nigga who go to the gym. I don't know if you niggas know that, but don't think niggas be thinking they girls don't got eyes and shit like that. The gym nigga is her version of a girl with a fat ass. Don't allow your girl to have male friends. Don't allow your girl to have a personal trainer. What else? And that whole nigga at her job, watch that nigga. Her boss, watch that nigga. Shit, I'm being honest, bro. Y'all nigga better take heed to what I'm saying. Be insecure about your girl, bro. Don't do that because they gonna gaslight you. You insecure. You damn right. You fucking right. You goddamn right I am. And go tell them niggas I'm that. You fucking right. Cause guess what? This is an investment. If you think about it, bro, nigga fucking with your money at that point. You done bought her flowers. You gave her time. You done took her on trips. So now this nigga owe me money. See what I'm saying? He talking to your girl, nigga owe you money. He fucking with your investment property. I didn't give you the permission to hell nah. Yeah, no girls trips. That's another thing too, bro. Hell nah. Hey, listen, black man, I'm being honest. Don't let if you gonna let her go to a girl trip, let her go to like Mexico, um, in certain parts of Europe. Don't let her go to Jamaica or Africa. It's some big old swole niggas who she just knows she can fuck his broke ass and he ain't gonna find out. He ain't gonna know nothing about it. They love that shit. Cause they get eye candy and they don't care about his money, nothing. I'm telling you what's going on. No Jamaica, no fucking uh Turks and Caicos, no fucking shit, all that shit, bro. You getting your whole slave. I'm telling you, bro. Send her ass to Mexico. She don't like Pablo. Now, no offense, Mexicans, but she don't want them niggas. Hey, your ass going to Mexico. You want to go with your girls? Okay, cool. Your ass going to Cabo, Mexico. Your ass going to motherfucking nowhere with that black man. Hell nah. I already know what they want. Tell me what's going on, bro. Hell nah. Hell yeah, no, hell nah. No Jamaica, hell nah. Y'all better do your research. That's all I gotta say. You don't believe me? Do your research, especially Africa. Ooh. Oh, you thought? See, listen, bro. You gotta understand where them Jamaicans and them Bahamians, all them niggas come from. They come from Africa. It's just the slave ships landed there before it landed in America. Understand what I'm saying? Or it just took that trip that way, this way, right? To wherever they at, the islands. Or Africa is worse. They got some big, tall, handsome motherfuckers over there. You don't want your girl to deal with that. Africa is 10 times worse. You're Africa, it's 100% happening. I'll be honest, on the islands, you got about a good 50, 60% chance of your bitch getting fucked. Oh, she go to Africa for 2 weeks, she's getting fucked off top. Cause she gonna fall in love with that they accent. It's some big, tall, yeah, you don't want them niggas. No, no, no. I'd never let my girl go to Africa by herself. Fuck no. Absolutely not. You niggas haven't been over there. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Hell yeah. Somebody said shit sounds stressful. No, it don't, nigga. You gotta keep this shit in line, nigga. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, nigga. Hey, hell nah, fuck that. Send her ass to yeah, you can go to fucking some white folk shit or some Mexican shit or some Asian shit. They say African niggas are mad intelligent. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She go to if your girl go to Africa for more than a week or two, it's you just count your days, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. You gonna probably yeah, especially if you got a small motherfucker, you gonna go in that motherfucker like, bro, who was in this? That's all I gotta say. Yeah, yeah. They said this wild to assume the worst about women you pick. See, it's niggas like him. I'm telling you. I just told you, bro. It's niggas like you who it happened to. I'm not insecure. Baby, go to Africa. I'm not insecure. Baby, have a personal trainer. Oh, that guy at your job? Oh yeah, let him be your best friend. Oh, you guys are just going out for lunch. Okay, baby, I'm not insecure. See, it's you niggas right there. It's you. You be the niggas who gonna call him. You gonna be on the podcast like this saying, my wife at a job. Uh, my wife. Look at this. This gonna be you, bro. Look, you see that? Husband is cheating on me. We just had a baby, or wife and this and that. You get what I'm saying? All this shit, bro. It's gonna be you, bro. I'm telling you. All that non-insecure shit. That's how they gaslight you. That's women's tactic to lower your guard down. You gotta learn women's strategy. Don't be insecure, baby. He's just a friend. You can trust me. No, he's just a personal trainer. I'm not attracted to him. I don't care about his muscles. I love your fat ass stomach. I love your man boobs. I love that hair all on your stomach and your chest. I don't like his oily, bald, chest and abs? No. I don't like the fact that you have hair all like you look like a Sasquatch, and he has a chest that looks like he's put oil all over it and abs, and no, I don't like that. You niggas will believe it too. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You gonna believe it. Yeah, he gonna be on the he gonna be on the Loney show in a month for sure. With all that believing what she say, don't believe nothing, bro. Keep these women in check. They said, see, men are dirty. Don't invest in the women you don't like. Nigga, y'all don't get it. These niggas not understanding what I'm saying. It don't matter what you like. Your girl can have a male friend. Are you crazy? Said it sounds like you speaking from experience. No, I'm not actually. I'm trying to help you niggas. I don't got those problems. My girl can't have no male personal trainer. My girl can't have no male friend. My girl can't have none of that shit. No man can sit down and have a lunch with my woman. So no, I'm not speaking from any personal experiences. I don't play games like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help out. I'm trying to help you niggas be like me. I don't have none of that shit. My girl ain't going to Africa by herself. I don't play none of those games, nigga. Like, hell yeah. He said they don't get it. Hell nah, nigga, I'm trying to help you out. Cause you niggas going through that. Not me. I got this shit strict over here, my buddy. Shit. Yeah, this shit extra strict, boy. You tripping. They said keeping your woman away from men doesn't stop her from doing anything, though. Oh yeah, hell yeah. They gonna have to be sneaky. I ain't trying to hell no, but you ain't finna do it on my watch. A goalie never stopped a nigga from scoring. Don't get me wrong. We ain't retarded. But shit, I'm not finna help you do it. You get what I'm saying? Like letting her have a personal trainer is literally assisting. You throwing an assist. I ain't finna give you no assist. Cause she ain't finna give you no assist. Did she say, hey, here's my best friend who fine as hell with a fat ass. Let her stay with us for a month. She didn't give you no assist. Did she? So why you niggas giving women assists? Where's your assist? You get what I'm saying? Where's your assist? Hey, my best friend down bad. She got a fat ass. Can she stay with us for a month? Where's your assist? See, you niggas don't get it. You niggas handing out assists and ain't getting nothing back. She ain't handing you not one assist. You get what I'm saying? Hell nah. Like, right. Nigga, yeah, nigga said, man, what? She ain't give you not one fucking assist. She ain't letting her fine ass best friend sleep over. She ain't letting you have a fine ass best friend. She ain't letting you, where's yours? See, you niggas ain't think about that, huh? Yeah, now niggas quiet. Where's your assist? Why you giving her so many assists? See how y'all niggas get manipulated? She said, ain't no way she gonna give you a chance to kick it with her homegirl. Exactly. They said, don't make it easy. Exactly, bro. Y'all nigga make it easy. Don't make it easy for them. But see me, I talk about trading. We talk about life. We talk about all this shit, man. I'm gonna end this shit on hour 2. Yeah, Diddy. I don't even want to talk about Diddy. I'm just giving y'all niggas the game, bro. The reason why a lot of men go through what they go through is by giving a woman too much space. Never give women too much space. Cause you can't have that much space. You get what I'm saying? Don't ever that be niggas' problem. Too much space. Chair in the corner type. Oh yeah, that shit over with, bro. We on some real shit now. This man dropping diamonds. Nah, we don't do that, bro. We do just straight up giving you assistance on in what we signaling. They said my man can't have a personal massager. I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't even want that shit, bro. I got a massage chair. Big fan. I'm inspired by how far you come. Appreciate it. Hell yeah, bro. I'm sitting interacting with the chat and shit. This the perfect trade and love advice all in one. Hell yeah, bro. I'm giving y'all real advice. And I give men even more advice before I go so we can really keep this shit going. Here's another thing, man. And this is just for men today. Now I can't say this is all the way true because I changed my perspective. But it's true for me. I don't know about you niggas. If y'all not building nothing, no, this is actually true in my opinion. If y'all not building nothing together today, and I'm talking about financially, like buying real estate together, opening a brokerage account, investing in stocks together, opening up businesses. After the honeymoon phase died down and y'all done fucked 1,000 times and y'all done watched 1,000 movies together. Y'all done cuddled in bed 1,000 times. What do you have left if y'all didn't build anything? You're going to be searching for something new. But it's a little bit different when I built and created a life with this person. Understand what I'm saying? So, because kids might not keep you together. But, all right, let me give you some real game. So let's just say you and your girl thinking about leaving each other, right? Y'all on the cuffs. But y'all like, damn, we done built, we done invested together. We done bought all this real estate together. We done did all this together. We got this restaurant. Fuck it, let's thug this shit out. I wouldn't want to do business. So that's why they say marriage is business. I wouldn't want to do this shit with anybody else. Your girl gotta damn near be your best business partner. Those be the best marriages in my opinion. Cause those people ain't gonna break up for shit. That's how me and my girl is. Like, if we would ever go through some shit, we understand that we wouldn't want to do business with anybody else. Understand what I'm saying? Don't let that go over your head. We built some shit. Like after, cause think about it. The honeymoon phase gonna die. Yeah, she not yours, it's just your turn. Think about it. Let's just say you with a girl just for her looks. Right? Only for that. Don't get me wrong. Some niggas love that shit. Some niggas like, you the best girl you the best looking girl I've ever been with. If I can get you to marry me, you all I ever want, correct? But some niggas player, right? Some men can get other women. So he can't base who he loves off of looks. Understand what I'm saying? I'm one of those men. I can't base the girl I love off strictly looks because I'd be looking for a new girl every day if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be about looks. It gotta be. I'm actual what I don't know the word for it. Let me Google it. What's the word for somebody who love language is intellectual? I'm gonna look it up on Google real quick. What is the word for someone who loves intellectually? All right, let's see what that says. Okay, I'm sapiosexual. I am sapiosexual. I am. I am in love with the way a woman thinks. I like don't get me wrong, you have to look good too. And that's one. But somebody said he's going to say sapiosexual. I'm literally that. I'm in love. Don't get me wrong. I like all that shit. Ass, titties, face, toes. I lick toes. I ain't gonna cap. But I know y'all niggas gonna laugh at that. Sorry, I'm sweating and shit. But yeah. The reason I'm very in love with the woman I'm with is because I respect her mind. She can literally research. She can code. She can make websites. She does my taxes. She does. It's not about what she does for me. It's about I don't know a woman who can do that. I don't know if I can ever replace that. A woman who knows how to do taxes, a woman who knows how to do websites, a woman who knows how to do real estate. There's nothing this girl can't do. She does our real estate, our taxes, she builds my websites for me. She handles my emails. She manages my money and she pays my bills. There's like that shit right there. I'm like, damn, I love that shit. I like the way you think. Like, I don't know a girl that's smart. Most women who, let's say a woman is attractive. Okay, you're attractive, but you're not finna pay my taxes. You're not finna make my website. You're not finna do what this girl is doing. So what I had to learn was, for men, when a man telling me what type of girl should I look for, I'm like, get you a genius. And I'm like, why? Because I said, think about it, bro. Because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Them girls who do hair and lashes, I learned college. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. College girls. Girls who exceed in college, in high school, and pretty too, those the best women you could be with. Those are the wives. Cause if she got brains and beauty, all you gotta do is put her in position and tell her what to do, and she'll figure it out. So no matter what, I would always encourage men to be with a girl who's beautiful and smart, but very smart. If she didn't go to college, I wouldn't even mess with her. The reason I tell you that is because the type of shit I do, she would need to go to college. A hairstylist is not finna learn how to make no website for me. She didn't have to use Microsoft Excel. She didn't have to write power. Like, my wife got to do emails and she got to write shit. She got to respond to people and shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, she got to go back and forth with the CPA. She got to learn how to write. Only a college girl know how to write an essay. My wife got to write essays sometimes. See, y'all niggas don't understand what happens in business. When you go get a house, you got to go back and forth with the real estate agent. You get what I'm saying? Your girl got to know how to wire the money. My wife calls the bank and wires the money. I can't get no lash tech or no fucking hairstylist to do that. See what I'm saying? So stop. So stop dating girls who did not go to school. Because as a man, you need a girl who is smarter than you. See what I'm saying? Why would you date a girl where you got to do the work? So you got a fine ass airhead. See what I'm saying? So you want a girl who is beautiful and smarter than you, book smarter than you. See, I'm a better hustler than my wife, but she is way better at that book shit than me. All that figuring that shit out, she gonna figure it out before I can. All top, cause I ain't with that shit. I'm a hustler. See what I'm saying? So I learned, like, for the rest of my life, and who I would encourage my son to be with is a beautiful, smart girl who's going to school. Cause the type of shit they do in school, they do with business. The writing, the spreadsheets and all that. She has your girl's gonna have to make a few spreadsheets when you get in business. She's gonna have to track your employees' numbers. So if my girl, so think about it, that hairstylist ain't gonna learn how to do no motherfucking spreadsheet. She not finna put your employees on a spreadsheet and learn how to calculate their income and all that. She not finna none of that shit, bro. Somebody say I'm dealing with this now. I know a lot of niggas choose their girl based off looks and not thinking like, damn, I may want to start a business one day and I may need some help. And because I got a dumbass girl, because all I saw was a fat ass and somebody who was nice to me, now I got to go find an assistant who's not my woman, because my woman is too fucking lazy and non-supportive and don't have any fucking brains. You know how many niggas I know like that right now? Come to me all the time, bro. I can't get my girl to do what your girl doing. Believe it or not, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, this the fucked up part about it. Me and my lady have made people get divorced, unfortunately, because a man will come around us and he'll see how my woman helping me with my business, he'll go try to make his girl do the same thing, and it and she'll end up resenting my wife because they were good until her husband met me, and now he's making her do what my wife did. Cause I tell a nigga what my wife do. I'm like, yeah, she do my emails, my taxes, my this and that. Before he met me, they were cool. His wife didn't have to do none of that shit. So she ended up hating my wife. So we'll come around them and the girl don't even want to talk to my wife.